Hey guys, welcome to the introduction to Node.js video. In this series, I'll try to teach you guys about Node.js and more about the main stack in general. So let's get started. This is the first introduction video, so it's very beginner friendly, and I expect no knowledge about Node.js or any other tools related to it. If you have any experience with Node.js, then this video would be too basic for you. So I would just skip it. Otherwise, let's get started. So what exactly is Node.js? Node.js is nothing but a tool that provides you to write JavaScript for the backend. So before the introduction of Node.js, JavaScript could only be used in client side of the world, that is in the browser. But after the introduction of Node.js, you can use it to send requests, accept requests, do user authentication, send images, play music, to file input output and whatnot. It uses Google's V8 engine. So it's the same engine that is used in Google Chrome browser. So it's a really great engine. So what exactly is Node.js according to their web page? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on top of Google Chrome's V8. But for a beginner, what is Node.js? Like, what are the takeaways from this video? What should you know after this video? So one important thing to learn in this video is Node.js is nothing but a tool that gives you the ability to write JavaScript in backend. As I explained earlier, JavaScript was never intended to, initially it was not intended to be written in the backend or accept server request or do database query and other sort of backend programming things. But after Node.js, it allows JavaScript to do all of those things that any other languages can do. So that's really good. It's super trendy right now and it's used a lot, and it has a huge community. So almost all new projects I have worked on, or literally any project I have worked on, uses some sort of Node.js. So it's really good. It's used almost everywhere in web development. So that brings us to the point, why do we even learn it, or like what are things that Node.js can offer? So one of the biggest reason why web developers choose Node.js is it's one less language to learn. So usually how people learn web development is they start with the front end, they learn HTML, CSS, then they learn JavaScript, and then they move on to some server-side language like PHP or Ruby or Python. But when you learn Node.js, you have the ability to write the same language in the backend. So the learning curve to learn backend programming is not that steep when you're trying to learn when you learn Node.js, since you don't have to learn the syntax of the language, the behavior of the language, and you are more used to the programming language than, let's say, PHP or Python. So it's a really good thing about Node.js. It's one less language to learn. Another great thing about Node.js, what people love is it's new and it's built for scalability. What does that mean? So languages such as PHP or some of the older languages, at that time they were not really built for such a to make a huge system. Like these days, you have millions and millions of users on a website. So PHP even started as a template engine, not as a programming languages. So it's hard for developers to keep up the scalability right these days. But when you use something like Node.js, it already is built with a mindset of scalability, and it's a one less job for developers to do. So it's really great for scalable web apps. Another big reason why Node.js is a big thing is the mean stack. What does the mean stack means? Um, M means for Mongolia, means for MongoDB. So MongoDB is a non-relational database. It's pretty famous when we make Node.js web apps. Express is another framework built for Node.js, which allows you to do routing. What is routing? Routing is is a way to split up your web app so that you can call the correct function or file or do something particular when a particular web page is requested. Angular. AngularJS is a front-end framework, and Node.js eventually, which completes the main stack. It's pretty famous these days, and it's growing almost every day. One of the takeaways from this video, or one of the things I would highly recommend, is go read this article on Medium, which explains you what exactly is Node.js and why it should be used. It's a really great article, and I highly recommend to read it. That's all in this video. There was not a lot of programming, and I expect in the future I'll add more videos about Node.js and try to teach you guys how to write or make an app in Node.js. Please hit like in the video and subscribe if you like it. Thanks.